Because you seem
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody this Sunday morning?
Woot woot.
No kidding. It's been a rough week, Scott.
Yes, it has.
It's been
Here
a
we go.
really rough week.
Yes, it has.
How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm pooped.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
It was a good long day yesterday seeing my kids finally. So.
How is your daughter doing?
On and off. You stay busy with the pictures and trying to create a PowerPoint for everything. So there's been a lot of people. There's been a lot of people around. Coming and going.
Where do they plan on doing the celebration of life? Are they going to do it outside, or they're going to plan on?
It's limited. They're going to do the distancing thing, and only so many people.
So
anyone can go to the funeral. It's outside. So
outside, okay. Well, at least it's nice weather. I mean, really.
Yep.
I mean, since because of COVID and all that, and at least if it's they have to do the celebration of life outside, they can do that where they can distance and have it safely. So
yeah, they're trying to do the best they can.
How are the protesters in your state? How are they doing?
Oh, it's been a madhouse.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, Madison, and Milwaukee. A lot of the driving where I do, it's been slowed down. Roads have been shut down. I've gotten extra work at time at work.
Right.
But everything's been peaceful.
Yeah, we had all the downtown Colorado Springs. I haven't been down to downtown Colorado Springs. I just don't want to deal with the traffic or anything like that. But they've been in there every day since the incident. They're not giving up.
No.
They are absolutely not giving up, and I'm proud of them actually.
That's
no major problems going on. They're just very peaceful, sitting. So I always say that the criminals are separate issue from the protesters. Separate, absolutely separate. I said criminals are opportunists, and they'll use this as an opportunity. So I just keep on pushing that out as a narrative that the looters and the criminals are a separate issue than the protesters. They're not protesters. They're faking it.
They are. Everything I've seen has been peaceful around here, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well, good morning, everyone. Everybody in the
morning.
Chat. Hello. Thank you for showing up. We're so grateful. So very grateful for this. We're going to go as long as Scott can. And I appreciate you showing up on Sunday, even though you're going through some difficult times.
Yeah, this brings strength. Being with this family and connecting with spirit helps too, because it's all about love. So we're all good.
Yeah, and I know that you could definitely produce a lot of calming and gentleness to the whole situation.
No. Seems like the internet's kind of wonky.
Oh, don't go wonky.
I hope it's not yours or mine. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully it doesn't fade out. So you want to roll with a message or a question first?
Yeah, we can definitely get started. Good morning, everyone. I just want to look at everybody on the chat and see everything's going. Do you like my gone fishing? Do you like to fish? I like to fish.
We're always going fishing.
All right, let me see.
Kimberly, Ruby. I hope. Oh, that's weird. The internet's kind of going, eh.
Well, you're still connected and I'm still connected, so hopefully we'll get through it. Okay, so it says, I have one question. It says, please read on, this is from Morgan. It's her name, Moorgan. Morgan. It's cute. Let's see. Please read on the fate of Bill Barr. Do you see the martial law coming from Trump? Do you see our military giving Trump the honor of resigning and removing him before the election? So there's kind of two questions. And do you see Eric Price facing any justice? So let's go with the first one. Let's read on the fate of Bill Barr, and then we'll read on if martial law is going to come in, and is Trump going to resign before the election. So there's like 4 questions in there.
Was that part of your questions, or was that in the chat?
That was part of one of my questions that I got.
Oh, okay.
In my community.
First part is
the fate of Bill Barr. Yeah. The fate of Bill Barr.
Good morning, all. Good morning. Thanks for having coffee with us.
No kidding. It's been a rough. We're all hanging in there, man. We're all hanging in there.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the chats.
Okay. Stimulus. Someone said something about stimulus. Okay. I just hear and feel it's going down fast. Everything's going down fast.
Every time I tap into his energy, he has his shoulders sloped down, his head down, and he's walking like this whole burden on his shoulders. And he's just, his body and his health and everything's just deteriorating. I see it going away in dust.
Yeah, he does not look good. He looks like a ghost.
No, like a walking zombie.
Why is this? Can't even shuffle.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh my Lord.
I know.
Someone's got the goods on him. Big time. New materials are coming to life with the Ace of Coins because we got a lawyer, prosecutor, someone, King of Swords is on his tail. There's documentation on him, and Nancy Pelosi has it. She's ready to roll. Here's like, I'm feeling FBI from this, working on it. Decisions on material matters. This involves the world, a fake card, and a lot of dissension there because of it. So I think someone's ready to drop a bomb on him soon from investigations. And it involves Nancy.
Fantastic.
You know, the 3 coins is always my document card, so they have that documentation needed. What he's been doing wrong, so something's going to drop soon. And the material is very good with that first card popping out with the Ace coin.
Yeah, I got upside down 8 of Wands, which is delay, holding off, frustration, being forced to move. And I also got the Page of Swords, which is a deceitful person or a spy. So there's that person that you got who's doing investigations in a spy. I also got the 7 of Swords, which is an enemy sidestepping the obstacle. He's trying to get out of it, but he's sidestepping an obstacle. And then I got the Tower, the good old Tower.
Yeah.
The good old Tower breakdown. Blown away. It's like, remember I said it looked like he was being blown away like dust? Look at that word at the bottom. Blown away.
Yeah. Since we're in Bill's Barr energy, I remembered something. Someone asked something about if his wife is whistleblowing.
Because I did a grand tableau. And in my grand tableau, she came up as on Pelosi's side. Either she's talking to Pelosi or she's giving away the information about him or anything like that, because that's the reason why, because it came up on a grand tableau with me.
Oh no.
Because everybody keeps on thinking that, you know, like Bar is the whistleblower, right? Well, that would make sense because if people's picking up on Bar, that the energy would be close to Bar. You know what I mean? You know, whether she's doing the whistleblowing or whatever, but she's definitely on Pelosi's side. Like, she is not on Bar's side at all. And then some of the girls were saying that her and Mueller's wife are really close. They go to the same prayer circle. So, do you want to read on that and see if we can get some clarifications if it is her or if she's just...
Yeah, I didn't read on it, so let's see what's going on.
Yeah, for the first time, she just came up on a grand tableau that I did. I was like, whoa, what? Is she the one giving Pelosi the information? Is she the one tattling? She would be the one, because we always say it's a woman. We don't know who it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
I don't think it's her, but she feels very unhappy about the situation. Family matters. You know, the name being ruined and whatnot.
Maybe she's giving it up accidentally. Like she's talking to somebody and they're recording her or something. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows, really? Hey, if any of the moderators,
a lot of mysteries.
If any of the moderators want to put a link to my channel, if anybody's interested, I never asked for that. So if any of you guys could put a link in the chat for my channel, if you want to do that, for anybody that's interested. Thank you, guys. I think Cappy's mom is here and Deb is here. Is that okay, Scott? Yeah. Got to ask you.
Oh, boy.
What did you get?
I might have to go a little farther with that.
Okay.
I was just going to try a couple cards. She's worried. She's worried about facing judgment.
Thank you, Shelley.
The family judgment, because she knows about materials that have been found out by the FBI and whatnot, involving the United States of America, and a 10 of Swords coming back, and she's emotionally distraught about it. She knows there's an ending coming. I don't think she gave up information. I think she knows. This is more about family too. She's worried about the family, the name being connected. She's worried about the family name and everything going to blow up. Yeah, there's a lot of discourse, internal fighting within the family. I think she knows. I think she knows a lot, but I think she's just distracting and worried. But then here towards the end, I do have materials, so maybe she did give him something, because she has been approached. She knows there's an ending coming, and here's the document card. So it's a mixture, because I feel a lot of chaos in there and distraught.
Maybe
that she's been approached and knows.
Maybe she accidentally gave the information up and she feels kind of regretful for it. What do you think about that? Would that be something that makes sense?
Do you remember her name?
William Barr's
wife's name? I don't.
Does anybody know Barr's wife's name in the chat? I'll look. See if anybody comes up with I don't remember her name.
Queen of Coins came up, and I just want to pull one card. While you see in the Queen of Coins, the head of that lady is distraught, down.
Right.
So.
On mine, I got the Queen of Wands, which is a woman of generosity, right? So she'd be giving. political good advice and vulnerable assistance. So that is the Queen of Wands that came up. And then I have the Ace of Swords, which came in upside down, which is confusion, memory loss, misuse of power. This may be what she is reporting on, right? Maybe that's what she's reporting on, is the confusion, memory loss, misuse of power, misinformation type of thing, failed communication. So that's what came up on that. And then the King of Cups, which is strength, balance, and diplomacy. So I don't know how that kind of pulls in, but it also got temperance. So it sounds like with your cards and my cards, she may have either accidentally or did give up information, but she feels bad about it. Like, she's the wife. She should be loyal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have felt that loyalty.
Yeah, definitely, because the Fool comes up underneath her as well. And that would be that she may have did it and then she feels like a fool for doing it. New beginnings, free-spirited, you know, so she kind of feels bad. And then I have the Empress upside down, which is abuse of power again. Another abuse of power major arcana comes up. And then I have the Six of Cups upside down, which is poor lifestyle choices. So I have the cups up underneath here. See where it says at the bottom? Can you see that? It says poor lifestyle choices.
Yeah, I like it when the cards explain it exactly.
Exactly. They come up with the exact words. And I didn't know if anybody came up. If it came up with her name.
Yeah.
Oh, it says Christine Barr. Okay, Christine Barr.
Yeah.
Thank you. Christine Barr.
It seems like it's a Barr moment. Since we're still on it,
yeah.
How about their daughter, Mary, who's working in the U.S. Treasury?
Oh, yeah. I thought, yeah, that's right, because you did say something that it could be the daughter.
Since we're on the family, let's just keep going on the family.
Okay, let's do her. Go ahead.
If she's being loyal to the family in her attorney work at the U.S. Treasury.
Okay.
Mary Barr Daly. That's it. Mary Daly.
Mary Barr. She's married?
Yeah. There's other, I can't even remember now, but there's others, son-in-law working under Barr in the DOJ too.
Well, nothing like just making sure that the whole family, you know.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Poor Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden can't go get a off-color job, but boy, I tell you what.
Hi, Julie. Puppy talk. Yeah, there was, what was the other thing? Something about the family. There was something else I remember, but anyway, let's concentrate on Mary. Because I looked her up. I looked her up a while ago, and she was at the in DC for like 20, 30 years or whatever it is. Maybe not that long, but she did really good work for prosecuting drug trafficking and everything. You know, and all of a sudden she gets moved to the U.S. Treasury, you know, to do protection work, huh? Will Republicans get their convention?
Yes, thank you, Mr. RN. Yeah, we can definitely read on that. Will the Republicans get their convention?
GOP convention.
Yeah.
You meaning?
Thank you, Mr. RN.
You mean if it's going to get moved, or just have the convention? If you could repeat again.
Okay.
All right, so she's very upset what her husband has done. Yeah, that's a good dream there, Linda. I have gotten she's very upset.
Are you talking about Barr's wife?
Yeah, because this Linda just posted a question. Okay. She said she had a dream. Yeah, I've been getting she's very upset. It's just whether she's actually giving up the goods to Pelosi or just being upset. Talking with me.
But you know how you are when you're upset with your husband. I don't know if any women out there can relate to this, but when you're upset with your husband, you tell everybody. Any girlfriend that'll listen.
Maybe if it's not national security issue.
Right, but it is a prayer circle information. You know, that's a prayer circle conversation.
Girlfriend, You know what William did today?
Oh my gosh, I can't stand him. He is sleeping on the couch tonight. It happens, I'm telling you.
Well, William's a lap dog. He probably sleeps in Trump's doghouse.
Gross. Oh, gross, gross, gross. Maybe they're both in the bunker at night.
Bunker boy.
Bunker boys.
Bunker boy.
And Lindsey's running like, what? They're doing what?
Lady G and Bunker boy.
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, I got the Six of Pentacles. I got over investigation in work and financial setbacks. See that? She came in upside down. It says, can you see it at all?
Yeah.
Work and financial setbacks for her, and strength.
Lordy.
She's a strong girl. She's a strong woman. Oh my gosh, look at that chat, Suzanne. Sending love and prayers. Thank you so much, Suzanne.
Whoa. Interesting.
Ooh, and I came up with a 5 conflict. 5 of Wands, conflict. She's conflicted. Loss of individuality. So, she's in her work. That's what's going on with my cards. She, in her work environment,
yeah,
people have lost confidence about her, and they don't like her being there. It says loss of individuality. Now she's connected to corrupt dad, and now anything that she does is now considered corrupt in her work environment. What did you pick up on?
My cards are kind of weird. The Six of Cups, it feels like she wishes she was never there. Wishing of the old that she stayed put. Distraught, 5 of Cups of a lot of emotions of her current situation. But then the cards next to it turn awfully good with the Ace of Cups and the Party card. Because that's fulfillment. And then we drop a Magician, which is kind of weird. We go from loss, but the Magician would assume to me and feels like she's flipping, giving info, not the mom. I'm feeling that the mom, Christine, has talked to her and it's like, we can't go on like this anymore. Because the ending card is the United States of America kind of thing. The Queen. It's like, we got to do the right thing. Is this wrong?
Because, I feel like you got into the truth, but
because there's a lot of persuasive power. She's conflicted and struggled with what's going on, pressures from dad and whatnot. But then we have her bringing in the message with the Page of Wands, and the info she's got is strong. And this is usually like a Constitution card too, the strength when we're talking about unruly people in law. So I think she's flipping.
Oh, good call.
Because she's got with a Magician, she's got a lot of info. Because it starts out sadness. I wish I never moved from my job, and then all of a sudden it's got happiness and new information, and then it's like, I'm a magician. I got the goods, right? And then it's like, well, we're burdensome, and all it comes down to strength is the rule of law, and then the ending comes, I'm going to do what's right for the United States.
Oh, good for her. Yeah, I also got the 8 of Wands inverted, which is holding off frustration and being forced to move. So
yeah, I would think that's true too. She was, daddy or whatever told her, we need you to protect Trump's taxes. That's why we moved you to. But I think she's conflicted, and she's on Christine's side.
Well, maybe that's that woman. Everybody keeps on picking up. There's going to be a woman who take him down, woman who take him down. And even I got in my grand tableau that there was a whistleblower that was in their work environment, like they're in my grand tableau. So
that woman is a mystery. I was picking her up yesterday in my video.
We're just going to have to keep an eye on that one. All right. Do you have any questions?
There was what I seen that Uncle Blazer Twitter account came back online briefly and used a second Twitter account to post all his stuff and said, "Everyone, send it out there." and then he went dark again.
Clever.
But yeah. Oh, you had other questions on bar since we were still rolling, or did we cover it all?
I think a bar was over with, but let me see. There was oops, crap. Let's see. There was another one on the. Do you see the military giving Trump an honor of resigning and removing before election? You want to do that one?
Good.
Do you see martial law coming into play? Which one do you want to do?
Okay. I don't know that one about. So you said someone asked if Barr is going to give Trump an offer.
No, that was he's like there's 4 questions in there. Read on Barr, we did that. Then the second question is, do you see martial law coming into play? And then the third question is, do you see our military giving Trump the honor of resigning and removing him before the election?
I'm writing down something.
Let's see if let's go do the one where resigning. Let's see if he's going to resign. I don't know if the military is going to be involved in the resigning. We don't know how that's going to work out, but
that's not legal. It's not in the Constitution legal that the military can take out a president. I don't feel that'll ever happen.
Only if the military higher ups tell their people, like, this is he is now a risk to the United States. He is now an enemy. Then they can do that. They can break away, because Trump is not. He's not the boss of the military. He thinks he is, but he's not. Because his only reason why the military complies with him is because the bosses of the military comply with him. But if the generals or whatever, right? Somebody has some brilliant words to describe them. But if they say now Trump is an enemy of the United States, flip, and then they take care of that if he becomes an enemy.
Okay.
And that's the reason.
What are we concentrating on now?
So we could do will he resign, or we can do the other question is Eric Price, is he going to be facing justice? So pick one of those two. Which one do you want to do?
And we're talking about Barr or Trump?
Trump. So is Trump going to get the honor of resigning and moving it before the election? Yeah.
We all know he's had an offer. So
yeah. Let's go to him. Okay, let's do Trump.
Will 45 resign because of all this mess?
All right, let's do that.
Going with resigning. I just got a flash of the movie Armageddon and that song that everyone starts singing, leaving on a jet plane. They don't know when we'll be back again. So I don't think it has much to do with resigning. I don't know, but we'll see.
Running away. And that's how
I think he's running away.
That's how Trump resigns. With his tail between his legs, like a little puppy.
He always settles. He always settled. So
I can just imagine him.
Thank you, Sharon.
Oh my
Big
God.
hug. Big hug, Sharon. 45 resigning.
Or fleeing. Whichever one came first.
3 of Wands, first card. That's going overseas. 3 of Wands is another overseas card. Retreating, relaxing. 5 of Coins, decisions on material matters. Financial collapse. 9 of Swords. That's ridding the influences of the Dark Lord. And material matters with the Ace of Coins. Here's my investigation card with a group intelligence committee kind of thing. But we're asking if he resigns. Haven't got a card for that. And 7 of Coins is a running away card. Realizing things are bad and running away. Finding a different direction is 7 of Coins. I'm not seeing resign. I'm seeing run away.
I think we're on the same page with this one because I got the Queen of Cups, which would be the Pelosi or the House of Representatives, telling him, you got to go. It says, a mature woman talks to him. And then I got the the King of Pentacles upside down, which is easy to bribe, lack of people skills. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which is expanding your potential, meaning, and then I got the 8 of Swords, which is also upside down, which is open to new perspectives, release and freedom, and knowing the way forward. So, yep, they all say running away.
All right. So, let's see. Someone asked Turkey or Russia.
Ooh.
Let's just see. Where is he running away to? Turkey or Russia or Saudi Arabia? So let's put a couple cards out for each. 3 on Turkey.
Ooh, and I also do 2 more cards on him, which is the King of Cups, which is knowledge and professional man. Telling him he's got to go, and then the Justice came up. Justice, poetic justice. Justice served. Justice served.
I'm getting it's Turkey.
What did you get? What cards did you get for Turkey?
I got, for Russia, there was 2 5s. The 5 of Coins, that's his problems with money there. 5 of Cups, he's afraid he'd get whacked with the 5 of Cups if he went to Russia because there's too many people he owes money to. Knight of Swords in Turkey, which means to me he'd be protected. No extradition kind of thing. Ace of Coins is a new journey, new path, more protection. And then here's the High Priestess. So I think Erdogan would protect him in Turkey. So I think his plan would be trying to flee to Turkey.
Yeah, release and freedom. The 8 of Swords came up again, and the 5 of Swords came up. Did you get the 5 of Swords as well?
I had 5 of Cups, 5 of Coins.
5 of Cups and 5 of Coins.
So if we went to Russia, he'd be worried
Dishonor.
about all the money he owes them, and the 5 of Cups would be a lot of worry from his life or whatever.
I also got the Ace of Wands. Yeah. Yep. Turkey is probably a better fit for him. You're right, because if he goes to Russia, he's not very like there. Well, Putin is not doing very well in Russia right now, so it's not like he's going to go to a stable regime. So he would have to go to Turkey if that's if he wanted to be really, really hidden.
Someone, yeah, yep.
Go
I hope this replays goes good. I'm kind of getting.
It's okay. It's buffering a little, but you're still there. It's kind of it's just like I can hear your voice twang, but it's still doing good. Yeah, me too. But it's still doing good.
Someone asked to throw a few cards if Uncle Blazer Twitter account is ex-military lawyer. I was getting he was a lawyer, but someone asked if he's military.
Okay.
Maybe ex-government lawyer or something. Why he thinks he's got so much information.
Okay.
Uncle Blazer Twitter account. Ex-military lawyer. Or government lawyer.
Very interesting. I don't know if this is telling me X anything, but it's definitely telling me something. I got the 9 of Swords right off the bat. We're suffering, worry, and anxiety. And then I got the 6 of Wands, which is upside down, which is loss of reputation. And then the Star, which is upside down, which is lack of success and misunderstanding, disappointment, and depression. So that's very interesting.
Huh. It's not telling me anything through the cards who he is. I'm not getting military card. All I'm getting is that he's a patriot. He wants an ending to this Trump administration. And wants, because I got Lovers and 10 of Swords. And then the Tower right next to it. So he wants an ending of this administration. Everything's wrong. He wants a new journey for this. But he does have secrets he knows with the Star and the 2 of Cups. I mean, there's a lot of emotional connection there to government. But he's had to step back. He's feared. He's looking for the Wheel of Fortune on this administration, but I'm not really getting flopped cards if he's ex-military lawyer or anything.
Neither am I, but I also drew Temperance, which is balance and moderation and patience. That's what he wants. That's what whoever, that's his goal. But I don't see ex-military either. That doesn't mean he's not. It's just that it's not coming up.
Yeah. Pulled another one, Page of Coins, bringing in his message.
Yeah, I don't get the. Somebody also asked a question. Let's see, what was that question? Will Lindsey G resign?
I'm just getting he's a patriot, bringing in the right message. He wants an ending to this. This is ridiculous, kind of thing. Not really getting the card to flop to say, "Yep, boom, he's a lawyer." But I did get the other day. I thought he was a lawyer yesterday, but not saying today anyway. It's just like he wants what most patriots want. This gone. So.
Yeah, get the slime out of the White House. Can you only imagine how much sage they're going to have to use?
Oh my Lord!
It's going to be a bonfire.
Just a mess.
All right, somebody asked, will Lindsey, somebody asked here, hold on, I just saw it as I glanced down. Will Lindsey G resign? He's not going to resign. I don't feel resign. He's too arrogant for that, but maybe.
Well, a long time ago, quite a few months, I did a reading on Lindsey, and I didn't know about resigning. I mean, we can reboot it, but I seen him with his head down till November until he loses, just like walking in shame. I had no clue why. It just like when I had the vision of him, it's just like going through his job, doing his work, but hiding, in disgrace. So maybe this is a disgrace time, but let's see if he resigns.
Okay. That's what happens when you're arrogant. When you're arrogant, things you're arrogant. What you're arrogant about is usually it doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out.
It's just crazy to think all these people truly don't think everything's gonna come out. That they just keep lying and lying, and the truth will never come out. Yeah. Is it really worth it? That's just craziness. Oh, that's right. I did. Oh, who's QAnon? I kind of wanted to read on that.
Oh, I do. I wanted to read on that one too. I had a question about that. So about that. Let's do that one next. Yeah.
We also got a lot of. I don't even need to look at my questions. We might just roll with the comments.
Yeah, we could do that too. We just have a reference, and we get a lot of material we can do personal readings on too in our videos, which is perfectly fine. But I do want to read on QAnon.
Kind of froze there. All right, you're back. You kind of froze there. What did you say about QAnon or
QAnon? Is that how you say it?
Readings or whatever.
Yeah, I said so. We get a lot of material where we can use in our own, other videos too. They try to get them all in.
Oh, sure. Okay, we're on. Lindsey, if he's gonna resign, yeah.
Oh, I my cards picked up right off the bat how on his lifestyle it says cannot express himself. Learning disability doesn't mean learning disability. It means that he can't be who he is. So he has that belief system that he has to. But it picked up right away. Future planning, success through strength and vision, courage to overcome obstacles. So I don't know. Domestic. This is upside down. The Hierophant. No contest. Yeah, he's going to leave. But I don't think he's going to leave before the election. He's still hoping for the best.
Yeah, I'm not getting a leaving card, but there's a lot of controversy and info on him. It's all true. The first card is the devil. The greedy, perverted one.
Yep. Yeah.
Partnerships and victory. Info is from Russia. They hacked the GOP. A lot of times that Six of Wands pops up is the GOP card. So Russia hacked. I had the info. That's what Trump got his info about him. Magician. A lot of controversy about ridding Donald because we have some Mueller stuff coming in, or Mueller report, Mueller investigation. But I just see him emotionally retreating with the Four of Cups, not leaving. But there's a lot of info on him. Temperance is right next to the emotional retreat of 4, which means he's just going to hold steady until he's gone. But there's a lot of info. With the Magician also pops up for me. With everything, pretty much, with the investigations, the Mueller report, everyone working together in this whole situation, because the fate of the world is there. I mean, everything is working in unison now to bring it all down. There's a reason Lindsey gets outed. You're hearing this, and everything's just like.
Careful of your table there, mister. It's like earthquake.
No excited. Don't get excited.
Well, at the end of that, I pulled one more card, and it was very interesting, where it says clever skills or manipulative youth. So that was pretty dark, and that's the Page of Swords. So.
Page of Swords. That's bringing the bad message.
Yep.
Can be bringing a bad message to Miss Lindsey.
Yep. business rival, deceitful person or spy. His page is so deceitful person or spy.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsey. Okay.
Let's flip it a little bit. Go back for people conversation about stimulus.
I thought we were going to do QAnon or Quayon or Quayon.
Yeah, we'll get there. I just want to flip the energy somewhere else.
Okay, let's do stimulus.
Will there be a second stimulus?
Okay.
Kind of feel when. If a second stimulus would pass. I'm sorry, Marge. I gotta stop slamming.
You get so excited about your stuff.
I don't hear it on my end. That's what's the sad thing.
Right. I kind of want to. My first question is, the stimulus package. Yeah, let's see if the stimulus packages come. Stimulus package. I feel it just doesn't feel flowing. The energy does not feel free flowing. Does that what you get? That's all how I could describe it is it doesn't feel free flowing. Like there's something. I don't know. Yeah, I got the Two of Pentacles, the juggling, the trying to make decisions, time management, up and down. Balancing resources.
They're trying to work together, but Lindsey Grant or Mitch McConnell is a blockage. They need to somehow get to him. There's a lot of negotiating. Eight of Cups mostly moving in a different order. We do have a lot of Empress, a lot of woman energy coming into and the government. But then they have to move on somewhere else because of there's no agreements. I mean, they do love the country and get the people help for the people, but there's just so many agreements. Eventually, it'll come. I just see a lot of delays and disagreements on how the package will come.
I got unmanageable. Unmanageable. That's what I got. Unmanageable. Loss of reputation. Unmanageable.
Yeah. God, there's just so much. Every card I pick is like, yes, no, yes, no.
Well, I think the information that's swirling around is if we get a stimulus check, it'll be a miracle if that gets done. Is like we keep on pushing for it, but it's not. It's you know what I mean. It's always, but there's no clear answer. If we get one, it's going to be a miracle if that happens.
I feel it's common, but it's going to be delayed because what was it? The first one runs out for unemployment. What? June, July, or August? Something like that.
I don't know.
I mean. I said there's a lot of discussions, but the end it involves the world. The world popped up, and the government card and the nurturing energy of knowing what's right. But there's just a lot of discussions back and forth and issues, and McConnell's being dick.
McConnell being the jerk that he is.
Yeah,
I just don't.
What do they call that?
It's not free flowing yet. The information.
It'll come in. they'll come in at the final hour kind of thing.
The 11th hour decision.
Yeah, 11th hour thing. Yeah, that's it. So,
do you have another question over there, Mister?
Did you want to flip over to QAnon?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch my cards to my haunted house deck. Let's see what we get. Be careful of your table there.
I can't believe how much noise that makes at that table. I never noticed. Okay. QAnon. What are people saying? Debbie's still waiting for her first check? Oh my Lord. That is wrong.
You know, my kids only got their check a week ago. It wasn't a check. It was actually an automatic deposit into their account. My kids just got their check a week ago. Their money. That just makes me so angry.
That is so wrong.
All right, I'll let you go first on this. Yeah, I'll let you go first. Let's see, because I'm
QAnon. No, I do not. I do not believe Michelle Obama will be anything near the White House.
No.
The Obamas are done, in my opinion.
Oh,
they would advise, you know, but as far as running for anything, no. I do not see that either of them doing anything. I just see everyone's talking about Michelle. So
I would love to have her as a VP. That would be fantastic. But I don't think she's up for it. But I would love for her to be one. You know, I get into this energy with this thing, and I feel my brain just go into. You know how when like when you're drunk or something like that, you can't think clearly. That's the feeling I just got with them. Like they're you know, I get the image in my head was them putting bags over people's heads and going in, and it's like they're, I don't know how to explain it. It's like they putting bags over people's heads as a delusion. Like you can't see anything else, you can't hear anything else, and they're just trying to control all of the information that they hear and what they get, even through media, everything. Like if you are part of them, they got your phone, and they will never let you hear any truth. They will never let you hear anything other than what they want you to hear. Type of like a bag over their head, like a hostage. They've gotten them hostage. Ugh. Okay. That was the images that I just got.
Very weird about QAnon here. There are a lot of good cards. I'm not really getting much of who they are. High Priestess with a lot of secrets. Bringing in a message. The Chariot, it feels like more of an overseas type deal. Ten of Pentacles are getting paid for it. Nine of Swords, their message to bring someone their own retreating message on someone. Page of Wands is your messenger, what they're bringing out. Temperance, they always stay with the same plan. Six of Cups and Four of Wands, they always seem to want to bring about the same kind of message from the past. Like conspiracies and whatnot. Juggling things because it feels like a Tower moment or enemy is coming up on them. Knight of Swords, they're being investigated. You know, like the FBI might be trying to figure out where they are. Their chaos is created throughout the world, and there's a female prosecutor or attorney general or someone looking at it, or it could be you know, someone in the FBI heading, and they're going to be found out with that Ace of Cups. So it's not really, it does feel overseas-ish, but it feels multiple. So I'm not really getting who they are. I'm just saying, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I got lack of long-term vision, meaning they're haphazard, but they're getting more organized. I also got the manipulation with the Page of Wands, and then I also got misassociation difficulties with problem solving. So I got the manipulation there, and I also got the Nine of Cups, which in this one here, the Nine of Cups, he has a whole bunch of things behind him, but he's also opening up a bottle of wine. So he's very, whoever it is drunk with power, is what I got. Victory, strength, anniversary, breakthrough. They're very, very drunk with power. And then I got Justice. I got the Justice card. And then underneath that, I got the Ace of Wands, which is poor timing, delay, needed an adjustment, and rethink. What's going on right now does not play into their plans. They are very pissed off about what's going on right now because they were very into the narrative of like white supremacist talking points going forward. But because of this situation going on currently right now, they have a whole United States and a world that is now against their narrative. They cannot push that narrative anymore. So they're here where it talks about happy family, but underneath that is now the Ten of Swords. They were getting that done. They were pushing that narrative. They were like almost at the end, but the Ten of Swords, defeat, crisis, backstabbing, hanging the rock. So they're not going to be able to push their narrative anymore, because that was their goal, was to get in there and that white supremacy and just kind of slowly infiltrate that belief system. And now that this happened, they can't. There's absolutely no way they can let that go. So divine spirit has showed up one more time, where they thought that they could infiltrate with what they're thinking and their beliefs into the American family or American people, and it blown out of the water. Can't do it anymore because of the belief now. There's too many people know that racism and all of that is not the way we want to go, and they can't put it back. It's like opening up a can of biscuits, and you can't put it back. They're done. They can't have their narrative anymore.
Justice, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, what else? What else do we have written down? Someone asked about the GOP convention.
Yeah. Want to read on that?
I guess, will it be moved or even happen? So let's just, as a whole, if it'll be moved, I guess.
Okay. Let's see if, now, the GOP convention, I feel when you say the GOP convention, I feel like Trump, I see a vision of Trump sitting in his chair and him looking up like, I'm not going. Screw them people. They don't like me. I'm not going. That's what I see is like this little child telling everybody, you got to go this and that and the other. And he's like, I'm not going. It's too dangerous. I'm not going. That's what I see. That's the first vision I see. So I want to see what happens.
So you're asking, will they have it?
I wonder if they'll have it if Trump goes, will they still have it?
You're going to have a convention no matter what to nominate someone. So this is kind of a weird question. If they'll have the convention, of course they're going to have the convention. Whether it's the DNC and RNC will have their convention, whether it's virtual or some want, more direction, I guess.
Let me see. There's two cards that just
you gotta nominate somebody, no matter what. No matter what happens with Donald, martial law, whatever. They gotta nominate someone to vote. It's just the way it is. Will they have the convention? All right. The question is, will they have the GOP convention?
I said issues and problems not dealt with. Hopeless, severe depression and torment. That's the card that came out, was the Nine of Swords. Issues not dealt with. And then it's after that is Nine of Wands, where it says defend your territory. So I think they will defend your territory. To get that locked in. Defend your territory, safe position, courage under fire. Yeah. I think they're going to push on. They're going to get that done. And the Queen of Pentacles show up, which is Pelosi. She's going to make sure that it gets done. She has a lot of pull and weight on that. So those are my three cards. Go for it.
That Eight of Swords is the first one. So that's your imprisonment card. So they're juggling it, what to do because of COVID. But then we have a Knight of Cups coming in. Knight of Cups. Charging in with different feelings. Ten of Cups is your happy home. People coming together, trying to figure it out. Knight of Pentacles. Charging in with information. There's still a lot of burdens, but we have a Magician coming in and the Devil with new action. So it's kind of weird. I mean, yeah, they're going to have it. There's a lot of burdens. I'm not seeing virtual, but this is like a different message. Oh, Jesus. It feels like, yes, they're going to have it, but not with Donald.
Yeah, I feel that they're going to have it too. I think they're going to push forward. They're going to get it done. And then they're going to try to keep that hope as the best that they can. And, yep.
Like I said, the first two cards are talking about the burdens, with COVID and what to do. But then, like 5 cards later, we got the Magician, Devil, Six of Pentacles about money, loans. Then we have a King of Swords coming in. Feels like Judge or someone like that. And then Party card. And then the Page of Cups. New feelings and issues. Confusing. Or maybe Donald's just trying to bribe his way to somewhere else. And someone's stopping him. This is... It's weird. I'm reading on this.
I mean, the card that I got the most...
I don't think Donald's going to be there to even, have a say. Because there's a Magician coming in doing what's right.
I mean, I got the card that says issues and problems not dealt with. So Whatever that means. It's a cumbersome question for sure. And we could probably, probably us and many other readers could read different angles of it. People who want it and they're going to do it. I could be reading the difficulty in the situation, but yet hopeful. You know what I mean? It could be coming from all different angles. I think all the information that we receive about all this is relevant. To be honest.
It's just weird. I'm just getting a weird thing why the magician and devil popped up together.
Like they're trying to manipulate it. Like they're trying to.
That could be that Trump wants to move it to profit off of it. Yeah, the King of Swords could be like Brad Pascal or something trying to work his magic to make money off of it. That could be it. So yeah, it's just kind of getting mixture of feelings there. But the devil's agreed he wants to move it to make money. So yeah. But yeah, I think it's going to be held,
where, when.
I think it's going to be held as is, not virtually, in August. I do feel like more, distancing yet, to be safe, but I didn't get any virtual cards, so.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Let's move on. Let me see if I can. More.
We need mail ballots. I think mail ballots are going to be flowing.
You want to do if there's anyone leaking any relevant information to the Washington Post? You want to do that one?
What was it? Did you find a question or?
Do you guys see anybody leaking relevant information to the Washington Post anytime soon? Or do you want
leaving? I'm sorry.
You're kind of. Am I in? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back now.
Okay. Here's another one. That says, how bad is it going to get when Trump leaves the White House with his base and the white supremacists? Let's read on that one. Let's see how bad it's going to get when it's time, when the event does happen. Is it going to get nasty? How bad is it going to get? Did you hear me?
How bad is it going to get when Donald's gone?
Yeah, how bad is it going to get when Trump leaves the White House with his base and the white supremacists?
Okay.
Want to do that one? Are you feeling okay, mister? We can end any time if you're okay.
It's just this internet. This internet, there's something going on with technology today.
Okay.
It's kind of like in and out sometimes. The replay might be bad. Who knows?
So far, so good. Right. I mean, I can hear you.
How bad is it going to get?
But... All right.
Must be my bad internet. I don't know. Hazy day for technology. The Wi-Fi is not getting through. I don't know.
All right. Let's see what the last day. What is it going to look like? Whenever that's going to be. We've all tried to pinpoint that day down, and it just doesn't work. So, the end is coming. Yes. Is it close? Yes. But let's look and see. And then we'll do the Washington Post, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Whoa. Oh. What'd you get?
Careful. How bad is it going to be? Oh, Jesus.
I know. I'm just helping you out there, Mister.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead. Mine are just they're coming up, not as I expected, but yet strange as could be.
I'm not seeing a lot of chaos. It's more of a, okay, this is done. We need to move on.
I did too. I got the hangman. Let go. It says transition, surrender, and retreat.
We talked about Donald moving, after he's gone. Well, here's that Six of Swords. The one that's the first one. Every time I read on him, that's the card I look for him running away, fleeing. First card. And then we have the Page of Cups, new emotional experiences coming in. We have a magician coming in who's going to heal the country. Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of conflict because, a whole new change going on. We got the crossroads of what's going down. New journey with the Fool. It involves the world, a whole change. A lot of new people riding in with the Knight of Coins. Everyone in the White House is going to be judged because of their past dealings, the Six of Cups. But we have a King of Cups coming in to heal the country, along with a lot of others, Knight of Wands, bringing in new messages. A little bit of chaos, but it's all about turning this all into the better.
I
don't see a lot of chaos. They're gonna take care of it. Whoever it is, that magician and the King of Cups, it's gonna get done fairly quickly, and any kind of protest, whatever, it's going to be snuffed out, and it's going to be better. Because what are we going to argue about anymore? We just got to take down a few idiots that think he's the god. So that's what I'm getting.
Absolutely. I got the hangman, which is transition, surrender, and retreat. New perspective, suspicion of, it says selflessness, let go, different viewpoint. So it does look like by the time it all ends up, we're going to have everybody on board except for his small little community. They're going to be clumsy at it, but it's going to work. I have the Seven of Swords. It's going to be a little clumsy. And then I got the Judgment where it says healing, change, and second chances. The judgment for past action. So it looks like once they're in, all of those people who have been acting like a fool, they're going to start going after them one by one by one. They're gonna really take that down. And passionate, friendly, love, Page of Wands shows up, where it talks about it's going to be a good day. It's almost like, have you ever watched The Lion King? The Lion King, where there's the bad Scar, he's in charge, and the Badlands are now dust and dirt, and there's no food. And then Simba goes, and now he's in charge. And then all of a sudden, the next morning, the light comes up over the stuff. That's what it feels like.
Yes,
the light comes up over the savannah. The birds are back. The food.
That's a very good analogy.
That's the feel of it. Like it's all going to, and it's going to get a little ugly, but it's going to.
Yes, we are a wasteland under Donald.
Yes, a wasteland.
It's just, there's no flowers blooming. There's no peace and serenity,
Yeah.
We need the Lion King to come in.
Yeah, we need Simba back.
Bring in Simba. The younger energy. The
Simba. Let's get Simba back in and get things back to normal and back to abundance and love and all of that. Yeah.
We got a donation about Eric Prince.
Thank you. We can do that.
I've read on it and got my intuition feelings. I don't believe he is, but let's do it right now.
Is Eric Prince involved in getting
Eric Prince involved with all these radical police officers that are not, you know.
They're not badged. They're not named. Do you think maybe that Bible was calling them?
Right.
That upside down Bible was the signal to bring them in. Who are they? Who are they connected with?
Right.
Yep.
Is it Eric Prince? When I was like meditating on it, whatever, I was feeling it was more of like a white supremacist group that was paid by Republicans, like a GOP PAC. But I never threw cards on it. I was just using my intuition, what I was feeling. It's feeling like Eric Prince doesn't care who he works for. It's all about the money. He's not a racist. He's like, well, if Saudi Arabia is going to give me 10 million.
Oh, he's an opportunist.
Right. It's all about his business and the money.
He's an opportunist.
So, but we'll see what the cards say and today and the energy. Is Eric Prince involved?
Oh yeah, he's definitely all about himself. Self-protective. Penny, smart but pound foolish. He's all about the money, greed, hoarding, miser. He's in it just for himself. So that explains who he is. Like you said, he's an opportunist. He will do whatever brings him the most money. That doesn't make any sense.
No, the first card I got is my GOP card. It confirms my intuition. This is a GOP paid white supremacist group. The Six of Swords bringing all the chaos and like different people. You know, it's Five of Coins to bring in chaos, to bring an ending to a situation. They want the chaos for Donald, right? Bringing in his message.
Well, he can't push white supremacist belief system if the whole country is against racism. It doesn't match up with what they want.
It kind of feels like Eric may have been talked to, but with this Five of Coins, it wasn't enough money. I ain't gonna play your game. But that first card, this is that GOP card. It confirms to my mind that it's like this Nine of Coins. It makes me feel like it's like a website, a connected group of white supremacists that were brought on to bring a message within the United States to create chaos to single out for Donald. Yeah, because the Nine of Coins, when I look at it with the Lord of the Rings deck, it's connected. So you get that right. There's a connection, the web connection.
Yeah.
You know, and like when this comes up for family, you know, your family's connected. This is the connection card. So there's a web, you know, and you got all these lines. If you think about the web, you got bounces all around connecting.
So do you think that card saying that he was connected and he was involved in that?
No, I think it's a connection of people connected through like a website, you know, like connected. They're all connected together through a website for a single purpose of white supremacists. And I think they were paid with that Ace of Coins to create chaos in the United States for the hermit Trump to make him look however he wants to make him look. I don't think it's Eric Prince, because when I was thinking and I was shopping, I go, in my mind, if it's Eric Prince, it'll come up as like the emperor, or, you know, something higher, King of Coins. But in my mind, I was like, if it's the GOP, Six of Wands, please, right? What's the first card that pops up? The Six of Wands.
Okay.
I think it's a white supremacist group paid for by the GOP, like a super PAC or some secret super PAC or something.
Well, I have the one thing that fell out is the devil. I have the devil. Unpleasant people and situations. Unpleasant people and situations. The devil. Unpleasant situations and devil. And then I got the Wheel of Fortune, which is movement, progress, and travel. So he called for them. And then I got the Sun, which is upside down, disappointment, lack of success, meaning they're not having very much success squashing all of the protesters. That's what their goal was, is to get in here, frighten them, take them out, let them, you know, to get that all down, to get the protesters to stop. But they're failing at that for sure. And then it says unresolved conflicts. So the conflict is still there, and they can't do anything about that. And then I got the Eight of Pentacles, which is a lack of opportunity and ambition. So whoever he called in with those unnamed people, and Prince, I didn't get very much about Prince other than his self-preservation, meaning maybe he's thinking about himself and he doesn't want to have anything to do with it. Bad memories, which it talks about, oh, Scott's gone. He gone. Uh-oh. Scott's gone. Hi, guys. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get him back. There he goes. If you need to go to the bathroom, you don't have to leave the room.
No, my internet must have went poof. Anyway, I kind of heard you there.
Yeah. So, anyways, what I'm getting is he's self-preservation, that he didn't want to have anything to do with it, and the devil showed up where he had called in those people who are those unmarked people. By the way, they're not letting them stay in hotels in Washington, D.C. They're like, nope, you don't have your right credentials. You're not staying here, because they figured out that there's something wrong. And so I think I don't get that he's connected. I think he knows about it.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I think he was nosed. I think he was asked.
Yeah.
But
I get the same.
I don't think there's not enough money. You know, I don't want none of your crap.
Yeah. He's all about himself. Money. Yeah, he's very selfish and self-centered, meaning that this is not going to work out, but for me, it may work out for you, but it's not going to work out for me.
It's all about me. So I think he just somehow summoned a bunch of white supremacists.
Yeah.
There's no name tags. There's no insignia. There's no badges.
Well, see, here's the thing about having that. So the police officers will be held accountable. The police will be held accountable. But somebody who is unmarked and just a citizen, you see, if they can't trace who they are, there's no prosecution. Nobody, you know what I mean? That's, I think, is the thinking. And not only that, Trump doesn't trust anybody in his immediate circle that's going to actually protect him, because he probably is very, very paranoid that they're going to go after him, that they're not going to protect him. Thank you, Maureen. Maureen Kelly. Thank you. Thank you,
Maureen. Bless you. So I lost all these questions within the chat. Was there anything else in the chat? Oh, I know.
Yep.
Where's Mike Pence?
Oh yeah, let's do. Mike Pence has disappeared. Let's just find out what's going on with
Mike Pence. Mother put him in the bunker or what? You know?
Put him in timeout.
Where's Mike Pence?
His wife, you're in timeout.
We need to know where Mike Pence is. What's up with Mike Pence?
All right, let's do that one. Let's do where is Mike Pence?
Did Mr. Pence give up? I don't know. He probably seen all the protesting and riot gear, and he's like, I'm out of here. Mother, help me. Mother. Give me my blanket, Mother.
I mean,
There's protesters.
At what point is Prince's limitations? You know, what point is his bottom line? You know, everybody has that bottom line.
He got a breaking point.
Yeah, does he have a breaking point?
Pence's breaking point.
Yeah.
Oh, he's with Lindsey this weekend.
Oh, that's right.
We went from Lady G to Lady P.
He needed a break.
Oh my Lord. You're killing me over here.
He's had to go with Lindsey. Had to have a rendezvous with Lindsey, a weekend with Lindsey to get back on track. Okay. Emotions.
Wow.
Creative. Oh my gosh. New Horizons showed up for him. Calm, compassionate, and mature woman, but New Horizons showed up for him. Like maybe, just maybe, this is the end for, like, he's not going to. And then the Fool, lack of progress and planning. He's not getting any farther with 45 with him. He's not getting any farther. Ooh, interesting.
Yes.
What'd you get?
Pence is seeing the light.
Yeah.
He's had enough.
Moving on.
Yeah. Hopes and dreams of the Page of Swords is not what he signed up for. Page of Swords is also like seeing the lies, forgetting about the lies. And then we have the Tower ending. He sees there's an ending. He sees it's over. He's had enough. Judgment. He's tired of it. Because then you have a new message coming in. Ay. Someone told him, a queen told him a new message about all these burdens going on. Yeah. It's something about we know. Pence knows it's over. This is ridding the dark spirits around the White House, the 9 of Swords. It's not the 10 of Swords, but it's the 9, and we're getting there. Pence knows. Someone told him, it could be a Pelosi or someone. He knows it's over. And he's separating himself. Something's going on here because Pence knows. Because that star came out right away. The new liberation. He knows. There's something going on. It's a female energy. We got Queen of Coins, which could be Mother Earth. But I think it's a Queen of Material. There's a female here that gave him a message that this is about over. I think Pence knows about this deal. And yes, something's going on. Pence is retreating because he knows it's over. What do you get?
Well, I also got that new vision card, and I also got the Page of Pentacles, which is upside down. Lack of progress, of planning, lack of progress. So he knows that there's no progress and no going forward. And then I got the moving on card. But this is very interesting. And these cards right here, the Devil upside down, the words for Devil upside down is literally detach, breaking free, and power reclaimed. That's what the words are for in this one right here for the Devil upside down. So those are really telling. And then I got the lack of people skills, meaning that he sees how Trump is just not in there for himself, sacrificing your happiness. He's realizing that he's extremely unhappy. He's sacrificing his happiness to be there. And then I also got the King of Swords, which is a learning disability. And the learning disability just means that he's been on this long curve. like learning curve. Like, oh, and now I'm just waking up, type of thing. And then the last one is the Six of Pentacles, which is also flipped upside down, one-sided charity. Six of Pentacles, which is flipped upside down, which is one-sided charity, which Prince, I keep on calling it Prince. It's Pence. Pence has been giving what he thought was a good act, a good loyalty, and now he's realizing it was one-sided charity. Like 45 is not going. If he had an opportunity to fire you, he would, type of thing. He's not in it to help him out, and he's realizing that now. Which, whatever, slow genius.
The two biggest cards to me are that Tower moment and the Judgment. They were right together. He is worried, he's retreating, and he knows. He knows this is the end.
Says Trump likely has a learning disability. Oh, boy, do we know that. Boy, do we. I have dyslexia, and that's the reason why my words come out wonky on a regular basis. However, I do have, thank goodness the good Lord gave me intuition. What's going on?
God, my internet. Ugh.
Washington Post sitting on the evidence, the New York Times as well. Can we read on them, Sheila and Scott Allen, please? Okay, let's read on the Washington Post. Noel has gotten our attention.
So the question is there a newspaper sitting on information?
Has somebody leaked information to the Washington Post or any thing? Has there been somebody who leaked information to them, and they're possibly sitting on it waiting for the bomb to come? I don't know, but let's just see what the cards say. Read on hidden information that the Washington Post and the New York Times knows. That's what the question is.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I getting too loud? I don't mean to.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I did maybe a month ago, I did a reading on YouTube here.
Yeah.
And I got a hit on the New York Times. So.
Okay.
But we'll see what comes up today.
Okay, we'll see what we got. Let me see if I can get something intuitively, because I keep on, for some reason today I'm getting lots and lots of vision hits. And
you're rolling today.
So what I saw from the get-go when I asked that question, I see the person sitting in their desk, and they pick it up, and they look at it, and they shake their heads, and then they put it back down. Like, is anybody going to believe this? Is it time to release that? And then I see again another one. He's picking it up one more time, and he's looking at it. He's like shaking his head. I'm like, is it time? Is anybody going to believe this? And we're going to lose our reputation by letting that out. It's almost like a information that it could go both ways, and that's why they're scared to release it. But that's the feeling that I got. So let's see what those cards say. It's like they have to delicately maneuver the information out somehow, and he just hasn't figured out how to do it. Or they haven't figured out how to do it. With the Lovers. Emotional choice to be made. Emotional choice to be made. That's exactly what I was feeling. I see at the bottom of that, the emotional choice to be made.
I think there are information. I'm not sure who. I got to pull towards New York more so, because New York hates him more than DC, I think. But
no more than I do.
But I think they're holding out for money.
Oh.
Because we have the devil, greed, and balance of the information. They know it involves the world and all the people. But then we have the king of coins, who would be like the owner of the the paper, and they're retreating on this information that they got from a magician, but they want money for it. They're not being patriotic. I think they have it, but they're holding on for money. They want to get paid to expose Donald. That's what I'm getting. They want to get paid to expose him.
Yeah, I also got lack of movement for with the world, lack of movement, and then the Six of Wands is public recognition. So I think you're right on the money that maybe they're waiting for a little bit more money and timing. I also got the Seven of Cups, which is hopelessness, indecisive, and secrets. So they have something. Nightmares,
substance
abuse.
There is something there, but I just I got a later card of all the tricks and scheming going on.
Yeah, I got the Three of Pentacles, which is also a money card, which it says cooperation. Yeah, so I get that too. That's
always my document card.
Yeah.
The Three of Coins is always a document card.
Yeah, so cooperation.
The document.
And then I get the Nine of Pentacles, which is inverted, which is overinvestment in the world. Yeah, financial setbacks. So yeah, I think you're right on the money. I think they have something. They have an emotional upheaval about it, but they're also like, how much money are you going to pay us to release this?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like they want to extort the government to get rid of Donald. That's what it's like. It's like, what the heck? I know. Silence. It's like,
I got the Moon, silence.
But they're going to need a source to release it. Maybe they're going to pick another. It needs to be a big type, newspaper, or it'd like explode everywhere. So I think that newspaper. Yeah, go ahead.
I got the Ace of Pentacles.
I was just thinking.
If you can see at the bottom of the Ace of Pentacles, it says pay raise. Pay raise at the bottom of the Ace of Pentacles.
God, I still think it's coming out at some point, but it's just like they're bargaining chip for money, which is wrong.
Well, maybe they'll get a
let's see,
a shot of compassion and just do it.
I'm just gonna throw 3 cards on which paper, the Times or the Post.
Okay.
See if I can get another pull of that. Times or Post. Oh, Bezos owns the Post. Okay. Who owns the Times? I have no clue.
Hey, I'm going to read on. Are they going to do it before they can be redacted? I'm going to read it if that information is before it gets redacted, like before it gets removed from. You do that one. I'll do it redacted. Hasty. I got the King of Wands, hasty. I also got the Queen of Swords, which is quick wit, meaning, yeah, they're smart enough to get that out of there before it gets redacted. This intelligence, quick wit, somebody's on it. Somebody's intelligent that's on it. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think, my reading yesterday captured Senator Warner had it before it went.
Hi,
Richard Burr. Richard Burr gave it to Warner before it went for redactions. So I think it's the New York Times that has the info. There's too many conflicts with the Post. With some swords and then the emotional retreating. But the message has come to the Times, so it feels like the Times is the one that might be wanting the money.
Oh, the New York Times would be the lesser of the two evils, let me tell you. I think Washington Post probably has an integrity issue, and they're probably going to do it. But I think probably New York Times probably is lesser of the two, not lesser of the two evils. I'm talking New York Times, I can see holding back for money, where the Washington Post is probably holding back for integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah. Didn't the Washington Post bring down Nixon? Don't know. Never thought about it.
I was a baby.
Me too.
I don't. I may have been walking at that time. I don't know. I was young.
I was in what, pre-K?
Pre-K, yeah. I was a baby.
I was playing with blow-up alphabet men. We had all these in pre-kindergarten. We had all these blow-up, like punching bag type guys, and they're all like the alphabet men.
I remember those.
Yeah.
I was in Germany. I was in Germany for I was here for kindergarten, and then I went to Germany when my father was stationed in Germany for first grade, and we always had to fight with the German children. We had no idea why we were in the country. So these young children are trying to figure out why we're in the country. So we were always having rock fights and stuff like that with the German kids. And I didn't learn much that year, but anyway, it was fun.
I just seen the message on here or comment about Susan. Susan F said something about I did a video a long time ago, and I seen she must remember it a lot better than I do. But it was like a headline from the New York Times, unredacted, and showed Trump going down. So
good.
It must be the New York Times if she remembers that reading.
Let's read on the Ivanka machines.
Ivanka.
The Ivanka says, what is the update on the Ivanka voting machines she purchased from China?
She's got it.
I didn't hear about that, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess a few years ago or whatever she got.
We'll be casting our votes on these come November. Let's do that.
All right.
This is from Elizabeth. Yeah.
Are Ivanka's voting machines being installed and brought up and used?
Yeah. Is that what we're going to be voting on?
Not every place has those touchscreen voting machines, so they wouldn't go everywhere.
Well, here in Colorado, we do mail-in voting.
So her machines are worthless there.
Oh yeah, absolutely worthless. We've had mail-in voting for I think quite some time. I couldn't tell you, but I know that we have mail-in voting. So that's how I voted for what's her face that was running against Trump. All right, let's see what the machines. Let's see what's going on with the machines.
Eight of Swords was the first one to pop out. The United States is moving on from what she had to.
Says no, Sheila. Lots of states are allowing paper. That's good.
They're moving on from what Ivanka has to throw at us.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, they're going to probably. Go ahead.
Yep. Well, that's Six of Swords too. I had Eight of Swords, Six of Swords. Moving on in a different direction. Not going to happen. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands makes me feel like we're moving to paper ballots. Yep. They're figuring out it's all a bunch of lies. They're moving away from those touchscreen type things, the Seven of Swords. The fighting, the lies is, temperance. We need something better. They're not touching hers. Yep. Emotionally moving back from what Ivanka was trying to throw at us with the Ace of Cups. Yep.
Yeah, I got the Hangman, delay and denial. They're going to just punishment and egotistical. They're not going to, they're going to hang it up. They're going to hang those up. The defense, weak, careless. They don't believe in it. Yeah, I don't see it either. I don't see anybody agreeing on that at all.
The balance of power is shifted with the Knight of Swords, and then looking in a different direction with the Three of Wands. It's all going to be as much as possible paper.
Yeah,
that's what I'm seeing. I was reading reports about I think it was a podcast or something, how these touch screens they had back forever were hacked, and they were changing votes or losing votes, or like they were you touch on, let's say you touch on Hillary Clinton, it would switch to Donald Trump, and if you didn't catch it. So they were finding this out, and they're moving away from those touch screens.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it says public public
there was
recognition
also,
and victory.
Yeah, right. So they're also saying that people could swap out these cards really easy and lose all the votes and information. They had like little memory cards. You can just pop out the memory card and lose all the information.
Well, for one thing, Trump still lost the election, no matter what they say.
Yeah, he did. All right. Yeah, that brings me to another thing you just mentioned.
Okay.
Will Nancy Pelosi have a huge speech anytime this summer or whatever, about the election interference and the investigation into it? So, she does press conferences or whatever. But I was getting this feeling and like a vision of like that Nancy Pelosi is going to be up on stage, kind of like as the president would, explaining to the United States how it all went down and that Donald was illegitimate, right? She'll bring out the reports of the FBI and tell the American people in a press conference. So, will Nancy Pelosi be giving the United States of America and the world about the Russian influence into our election?
Okay.
With proof. With
receipts.
With the receipts.
With the receipts.
Press conference with the receipts about the Russian influence.
Says Pelosi, please, been asking for a while from Deb N. She must be feeling Pelosi energy too. Too much buffering.
Yeah. There's bad internet, the whole thing. It's probably going to be a horrible replay.
I haven't been getting too much buffering. I mean, there's been buffering, but I haven't gotten too much. Oh, well, maybe it'll straighten itself out in the replay. Things have a way of figuring it out. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm watching it all play out in my head. But I see that Pelosi introduces what's his face to finish up the report. Shift.
All I have to do is look at a couple cards and yes. You are not going to believe all the major arcana in this.
Yeah, I got judgment right off the bat. Face reality. Judgment. Face reality. What do you get?
Well, I almost feel like I need to work backwards on it, but the last card of my 10 I threw was, here's Nancy Pelosi, right?
Uh-huh.
It's all about the government with the Hierophant.
Oh no, if you can hear me, you're buffering.
All right, I'm back. I'm
okay,
back.
Cool.
God,
Okay.
My internet is horrible today for some reason.
Okay.
So, it's all about Russia and what they did for the hangman Donald. And there's going to be an ending to this administration and all the secrets that came involved with it. Here's the moon. The magician. Here's
the magician too.
Here's your Mueller investigation.
Yep.
The heartbreak, and she's bringing the new message. That vision, I think it's going to happen.
I see it.
There's a lot of the 10 cards here. I had what? 7 were major arcana, and all about secrets, all about Russia, all about the government, all about investigations. That was pretty powerful, I thought.
Yeah, absolutely. I got justice right off the bat. Right off the bat, justice, which is self-examination, are the words that are on there. And then I got the Page of Swords, which is deceitful person and spy, right? So they got the information for that, and holding off frustration, being forced to move, which is 8 of Wands. And then the magician, power, skills, creative, and the tools are handed, being something significant. So that's the information. That is them tattling on him, like telling the world of what happened. And then the devil showed up, which is detachment, breaking free, and power reclaiming. So we're going to reclaim our power behind them telling the world. The Democrats are going to regain their power and their sustainability by telling the world exactly everything that happened in detail. And the silence is broken under the moon. The silence is broken under the moon. And then I got the 6 of Cups, which is being
the past.
Yeah, the past.
Yep.
And then I got the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords, which is the pain, the lowering point, defeat, crisis, backstabbing. They're going to take him out. They're going to reveal all of the backstabbing, all of the issues, all of the pain. They're going to reveal it all. So, yeah.
This is coming. This is coming. Just wish it would happen tomorrow, right?
Hang on a second. Sharon, I got this deck. It's called the Terror with Keywords from Etsy on the website Etsy. You can get any color you want. That's where I got this deck, and it's wonderful. It gives me words.
What was I thinking? There's something I was thinking I was going to pull a card on.
Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Devin.
Oh, Sharon.
All right. So what do we got? What else do we got? But I see Nancy Pelosi going and doing a news conference, and she's telling that this and that and that. But I think she hands it over to Shift because it's like having a sword right in 45's back and then turning it. That's what I see. Like, this guy is going to explain in detail with his cleverness and his words as to what happened and get the information out.
Sure. I think do you think it happened, heard the speech we were trying to find, is it happened before or after he's gone?
After he's gone is what I see. It's like after the dust has settled.
Right. That's what I was getting.
And then they bring this out, and then the Democrats gain notoriety, stability. They gain their power back. They gain the respect of the people back. That's what I see. All right. So is there any more?
I seen someone a while ago said something about I I don't want to go there. I'm not going to talk about that one. Never mind.
Okay. So let's see if I got anything else.
That was just a place I don't want to go because we're in a different energy. It was about that JE person someone asked, but let's not go there today.
Let's see.
Mr. Epps. We don't want to go there. How about you want to flip over to Boris Johnson for one?
Yeah, let's do that. I've never read on him.
What's Boris Johnson's future?
What's Boris
if he's
Johnson
moving in a
up to?
direction. I did feel he got a little bit of awakening after dealing with COVID. He seems to be better from what I've seen in the news and heard, but is he going to still be the future leader? He's still got Brexit thing going on yet. Got to be decided. So what's the future of Boris Johnson as the UK leader?
Is Trump blackmailing Lady G?
Yes.
Yes.
Russia hacked the RNC and the DNC.
Yeah. Trump
blackmails everyone.
Yeah, that's how he can. Don't you know that? That's how he gains friends. This is how he offers his friends with a blackmail. You can be in my party, but I need dirt on you first in order for you to come with me.
Yes, Christine, I believe that too. That Nancy's got a overload. She's probably on the phone 24/7, doesn't sleep.
All right, let's do Boris Johnson.
Always talking to Nancy Pelosi. She's probably like, "Oh my God, get this over with. I need out of here." Boris. Natasha and Boris Johnson. What's your future, Boris?
You know, and this may be something weird and stuff like that, but I'm not advocating for Boris. You know, Boris is Boris, and he does his own stuff, and he can whatever he does. But the first feeling I got is that they do a lot of judgment toward him. I mean, they're terrorizing him pretty bad. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it or anything like that. I'm just saying that was
King of Coins. I don't know. Kind of a mixture here. He's trying to do the right thing. He does have faith in the government again of being there. Knight of Coins, there's enemies approaching him. Ace of Coins, decisions are being made within the government. I don't feel like this is Russia type energy with the Empress. It feels like female energy guiding him more so, trying to be a better person. Trying to make the government better. Like I said, with everything connecting with the Nine of Coins.
I think
trying to make things connect better. It feels like he has learned a little bit from his past mistakes. He wants to stay there.
Yeah.
With the King of Coins. He wants to be accepted within the world community of leaders. But then we have something coming up with an investigation causing burdens to him. So something's going to come out. It's going to give him a choice of where to go. And then there's going to be a victory. So he's trying to do the right thing, but something's coming up later on the line where the people may have to make a choice of a special election or something that would cause him to split. And so he's good right now. It feels like there might be a special election or something like in December because something comes up about him from a prosecutorial standpoint causing burdens. So he's there right now, but something comes up that is not good. there might be another election coming in the next 6 months or so. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So what I see was that right off the bat was that where they're abusing him. It's a harsh word to say, but I think he has tons of judgment going towards him, and justice. They want justice for him. Justice served is what whatever what has happened. Justice served, but he has had a spiritual awakening. I see that he's had a spiritual awakening kind of thing, like he's went a certain direction, he's pivoted, and he's trying to go the other way. Like you said, that he's trying to make it right, but it may buckling under pressure. He may buckle under the pressure because he's, I think they got him on abuse of power of some sort.
That could be it.
Says the Nine of Pentacles, self-sufficient, gratitude, luxury, and serenity. So I don't know if he's going to win the next one, but I see he's done some stupid stuff. He's had a spiritual awakening on it. He wants to do better and do the right thing, but he may buckle under the pressure, and then they're going to get him with abuse of power.
Maybe that's the King of Swords. There's some kind of investigation.
Yeah.
Kind of like an impeachment thing or something going on, maybe.
Yeah. They have a. So
weird.
Yeah, he wants to do it. It's almost like somebody who gets on the right path, and they're doing good, and they're doing good, and they're doing good, and all of a sudden somebody dangled something in front of them, and they buckle under the pressure, and he takes it.
Oh. I don't know if everyone's seen, but the Guardian newspaper had an article that Ukrainian prosecutors investigated Hunter Biden and found no wrongdoing by Hunter Biden.
Well, we all knew that.
I know, but it came out in the news just so people know it.
Somebody wants to do Trump's taxes. Linda, Casey wants to do Trump's taxes.
All right. I'm going to grab something different deck here. Trump taxes. Let's see. Taxpayers' money. Trump taxes. Linda Casey. Trump taxes. Okay. So that's like in a week or two. Is the Supreme Court meeting again? Do you know?
In somebody says that will be the happy birthday from Obama if he gets his taxes released. Obama says, happy birthday. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to the next court date for his taxes. So let's do his taxes.
Yeah, I can't remember. I am not up to date on dates of everything, but I thought I seen something about the 12th and the 18th yet. There might be hearings. Maybe it's Judge Walton or another one, but
says a Supreme Court decision. How many Supreme Court decisions have we had with this damn thing?
They shouldn't have even took it up.
Well, that's the thing is if you look at the laws, the thing is that under law, if the House asks the president for his taxes, by law, he has to give it to them. And this is a reason why it has, gone through all of that. Every president from day one has always handed over their taxes once the Congress has asked for them. And that's where he's breaking the law. And this is the reason why it's been held up in the courts for so long, is the release of the taxes. Like, I don't have to, just because you ask, I don't have to. I was like, by law, you have to, because we asked for them. So that's the problem, is that by law, he's avoiding that because that's the law. When they ask for it, the law says that you as a president are to hand over the taxes.
Yeah, that's why he appealed. So.
Yep, that's why it's been in court. Yeah, and that's his game, right? There's two things he does well. Number one, when something comes out, he'll put his lie out first, and then when the media reports on it, he says fake news, right? Because if he gets his lie out there first, then that happened. And the other one is to hold everything up in court forever. Hold everything up in court forever.
Delay, delay, delay.
Yep, delay, delay, delay.
Delay, delay, delay.
All right.
And then, except this time he's facing the government, not some
Nettie from Ireland.
Business where you can...
My favorite place to be. Nettie sending love from Ireland. Thank you for being here.
Send us that rainbow, Nettie.
Yeah. All right. Taxes.
Trump taxes. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords pops out. Someone's working on that one. That feels like, It feels like the women on the Supreme Court are giving them a hard time. Bringing out a new emotional message with that Page of Cups. They're moving quickly on it, so it's not going to be too long. So we're in the month of June. Six of Cups is all about the past. The Hermit. I think these women in the Supreme Court are like, this is BS. It's time to just settle this. Yeah, it's all about financial matters with the Six of Coins. Here's a new journey for Donald. I think he's very worried. And then we need to make people happy about this. Nine of Cups. And then here's your imprisonment card. So if this information comes out, it's going to imprison Donald. And
just like putting Al Capone in prison for tax evasion.
Yes, yes. I don't think they're waiting on it because that Eight of Wands right up top there, that's the quick action moving. Doing the right thing. Someone, it feels like pressure, most likely from someone on the Supreme Court. You know, outside pressure on them, but it feels like the women on the court are pushing back. Seven of Pentacles. That's the hard work and planning. Yeah, there's conflict there. There's challenges, but it's not going to last long. Because the final card is the Ace of Cups, that new fulfillment in fertility and getting back. So, what you thinking?
Well, my cards kind of picked up what they're gonna see when it comes up. Where what I got was a spiritual poverty, the poverty that he actually has, and then the courts will deal with it tomorrow. We'll deal with it tomorrow. It talks about the delay of that information coming out, buckling under pressure. You know, that may be a really good sign of giving up and buckling under pressure for that judge to go, you know what, it's time for it to come out. So that's a ray of hope, but that doesn't mean anything because the Magician card come out from right underneath it. That it means that, you know, power, seal, action, misinformation. So even if they actually got that, like I said before, if they found out that they're going to release it, see, he and his people are going to release something else, his lie first. And then when this other stuff comes around, he's going to say that's fake news. They're lying about it. So it may, even if the information does come out, he's going to try to trick us in it. But it does say buckling under pressure and giving up. So there may be a little bit of hope. And I got also the King of Wands, which is the double life that he was living. And it's going to show that double life. Like, I'm rich, but I'm poor. I'm rich, but I've been stealing. You know, that kind of thing. He's been juggling, you know, robbing Peter to pay Paul lifestyle.
Right.
And then the Hermit came up, where withdraw. So
I had the Hermit too.
I don't know if that means they're going to withdraw the information or is 45 going to withdraw once the information comes out. So I'm kind of confused on that. I kind of want to throw some clarifiers on that. But then I have the Ace of Cups, which talks about emotional health.
I got the same thing.
Yeah.
I got the Hermit and Ace of Cups too.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. What is this Hermit?
The beginning, birth, a new birth, a new beginning with Ace of Cups there, and then I got the Page of Pentacles, which the Page of Pentacles always represents poverty and lots of sorts of new job or poverty, really, because they're young and emotionally immature. The pages are, and so
it can be a new job, new career. But new job, new career, new change on financial matters.
Correct. The lack of progress.
So, yeah. Kind of the Supreme Court says, nah, you got to go.
Yeah. So, we're getting a little bit of hope where they buckle under the pressure, but it doesn't say like, oh yeah, they're gonna let them go. They're still in the fighting. They're still in the fighting mode. And I want to see what I can do. Oh. The Ten of Swords comes up with the Hermit. The pain, I think that's 45. The pain of the information is going to hit him.
That's what I was feeling. The Hermit was leaning more towards the Trump side.
Trump side and how he's going to retreat. Yep. And then Pelosi, the Queen of Wands, comes up where popular good advice and assistance on getting the information to be correct and out there. The dominated woman come out. The Ace of Wands. Or the Queen of Wands, sorry. The Queen of Wands.
You think that's part of SCOTUS there?
Yeah, I think so. I think
with the Queen of Wands?
I think like once it all comes out, they're going to have a press conference, and whoever it is going to then give the correct detail. And maybe not let the press do it. Maybe in the conference, so it looks legit. The information is going to come forth the right way. Maybe.
All right. I think we covered that enough.
Yeah.
Someone else.
What do you got?
Someone else threw out something. What were you asking about? Is the Hermit or what?
No, that was I did write it on the Hermit, and the Ten of Swords came out for the Hermit. Which that talks about 45 and how it's going to feel to him when everybody realizes that he's.
I agree.
Yeah. So what else you got? Did you have another question? I didn't see anything in the Chief Justice will vote Donald Trump.
I was kind of throwing about Chief Roberts. Someone asked something about Chief Roberts.
Is he the? What do we want to know about Chief Roberts? What's the question?
I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
Someone said something about him finally being honorable.
What? Honorable because he's backed in a corner? Honorable or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like I got nowhere to go.
I don't know. I can't find it. I lost it. All right, people. Give us a question here. I can't find it.
Well, actually, we've been on for like 2 hours, so we kind of got 15 minutes left for the 2 hours. Do you want to just do the Trump end of the day tick and then call it a day? Or?
Let's take whoever pops up the next question, and then we'll do Trump tick. 2 more.
Ivanka, proof of her criminal acts. That's the first one. That Kim Thompson. Hi, Kim.
All right.
Hi, sweetheart.
What's the future justice of Ivanka?
Okay, the future justice of Ivanka, and then we'll do the last.
And then the Trump temperature.
The Trump temperature. The daily tick on that. Tick on society.
Justice for Ivanka. What do we need to know on justice for Ivanka?
Ooh, right off the bat, I got death, unable to move on. Like she used to be a princess, and now she's a chambermaid. That's funny.
Thing. Okay, yeah. I got Hangman the first one, so she's got some issues going on. Hangman.
Thank you, greeter. Bye-bye.
Sacrifice and surrender on the Hangman. Bye, greeter. So I got two major arcana in the first two, the Hangman and the Emperor. So her whole life hangs in the balance because of her dad. Oh, and didn't you say you had the Tower?
I got the Death, the unable to move on. Yeah. Yeah, I
got three major arcana in a row.
Me too.
Her whole life and existence hanging in the balance because of Daddy, and there's a serious ending and shakeup in her life with the Tower. 10 of Wands, she's going to be increasingly burdened. Everything is going to be illuminated with the Sun. That's 4 out of 5 major arcana.
Yep.
6 of Wands, here's a burden, or I mean the victory. Emotional defeat quickly with the 8 of Cups. She's looking on a different direction, and the death ending of her time in the White House. Wow, that's a lot of major arcana in 8 cards.
I didn't get as many major arcana, but what I did get was Death, which is unable to move on, Wheel of Fortune, out of control. Then I got the 7 of Cups, which is a substance. That's my substance abuse one, but nightmares and temptation and hopelessness. Like I said, she's going from princess to chambermaid. Spiritual awakening. I also got the 6 of Swords of moving on. She's got to move on. She's got to move out of the United States because she's no longer appreciated here, type of thing. I also got Ace of Pentacles, which is your seed. Your seed is sown. You did this to yourself, and then the burdens, the 10 of Wands, where it talks about the house and the moving on, the worry and the people and what they think, and need to delegate and get help. She's done. She's done in this one horse town. She gotta go.
Yeah, this really feels quickly.
Yep.
With all these major arcana, this is happening soon.
Yeah.
She's leaving the White House soon.
Yeah, she's not gonna hang. She's not gonna hang. She's not gonna do this any good.
I'm gonna try to clarify something. Okay, Page of Cups. That's new emotional actions, responses, new choice. The Chariot moving on from her current position. Yes. And the 10 of Swords. So
yeah.
Yeah, moving on, Heartbreak, 10 of Swords. I was just trying to see if I can flop a card that might say when this might be happening, or...
Well, your Chariot says soon, right?
Yeah, Chariot's quick motion, quick action, taking a different direction quickly. Yeah, taking charge. I mean, I got a lot of major arcana flopping out here. Majors.
Gotcha.
I guess I want to quickly... Will Ivanka be leaving before Donald?
Or it says, will Ivanka give up Dad to avoid jail and leave her kids?
I've done numerous readings that I think she already flipped last summer and then talked to the FBI. I mean, that could be another reading for another time, because I just want to clarify here.
I get the heartbreak. Yeah, I think she would. Yeah, I think heartbreak and conflict and severed ties. Severed ties.
All right. Doing my clarify, this is the card I was looking for. I was asking for this card. Empress Mother Russia. She's doing it for her family, her kids, the nurturing mother, right? Yep. Also, the 3. I felt, and it was getting a couple times, but this is back in August and September, that Ivanka would leave 3 days prior. So here's your 3. So if we see Ivanka leave, there's your 3.
Yep.
3 of Swords. We see Ivanka leave, Daddy's right behind.
Yep.
That's what I'm getting and thinking.
She's going to sever ties. Yep.
All right.
All right. Let's do the daily on Mr. 45 and call it a day. What do you think? Thanks everybody for showing up. You guys are great. Thank you so much. If there's any moderators left, can you please put down like if anybody wants it, my channel website or whatever, if you could do that for everybody if they want to know. That'd be great. Thank you.
Well, that's very nice of you, Deb, that we are the best live team.
Thank you very much.
In my honest opinion. Aww.
Thank you.
Hearts.
Thank you, Mr. RN. Thank you for all the chats. All the chats help a lot. So thank you.
Donald.
Thank you, Kathy's mom. You're the best.
Check. Yeah, everyone's the best. All the love and support you give us and gave me.
Yep. Oh yeah. It's funerals. My stepfather's funeral, I mean, for the basics started at $1,500. It was not cheap. And if you want anything special, flowers or anything, I mean, you could see $3,000 to $4,000. It's awful. It's awful. I mean, you need a bank and you need to put away money just for a death. And for a young person, there's no savings for that because they don't expect to go so early.
It isn't there, and then it's burden on the, parents.
Yeah, on the parents and the family. Yeah.
We're all struggling. Oh, I can't pay my rent, so I'm going to drop my insurance, and
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever, maybe you got to cut corners, and then you cut corners on full coverage insurance in your car, or drop your term life insurance, whatever it be.
It's
so
awful.
then the burden goes on the parents, or then you got to beg for a loan or something, and it just like multiplies along the death. So it's horrible.
Yep. All right. So let's do it. What do we got? Whew. Rapid fire towards 45.
I'm still shuffling it up. I want to get Ivanka's energy out of there.
Yeah, I think I still have it because I hate the family, the Wheel of Fortune.
Well, his fate is nearing with that Wheel of Fortune. So,
hey, rapid fire.
Thanks, Cha-Cha. I don't know what the heck's up with my volume. I can never figure it out. I think YouTube's just suppressing me.
This says Carol says that is true. My dad's funeral expenses, that was in 2011. Worse now, I imagine. Yeah, the funeral expenses. That's why I was thinking about COVID-19. Who's paying for all of those funerals?
Medical bills.
Yeah, who's paying for all of that? Which is awful.
It should be Mar-a-Lago.
It should be. Absolutely. I think absolutely Trump should be paying for every single one of those funerals underneath COVID-19.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh man, do I have some cards today?
Oh.
Yeah. What do you got?
Whoa.
I know. How exciting.
Well, the last two cards were the fate ones, the major bombers, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World. Those are the last two. They're right together. So this is all coming to a fold. And with Ivanka, the same thing. We got the Hangman and the Emperor right together. Started out the same. I shuffle and shuffle. So
that's right, Bose.
Their life, the presidency's in the balance, big time. There's people working on things with that Seven of Pentacles, because we're going through a lot of heartbreak, right?
Yeah.
It's a difficult time. But then we have strength of people, strength of investigations, because there's a bigger thing than Donald, the lovers. There's a bigger thing out there than him. This is happening. But then we're coming up on the Ace of Cups, which is getting it where it's supposed to be. The joy, the fulfillment, the love, because it's right next to the lovers, right? And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. People are working on things to make it right. And then there's a Two of Swords, crossroads actions of going in different directions. A little bit blinded because they don't know which way to turn. Because this is right after the Eight of Pentacles working on things, creating it the way it should be. So in this crossroads, we have the material coming out with this Ace of Coins. That's the new prosperity, new path. The new path, like I said in my ending, is the fate, the wheel, and the world. And the last card out of the 13 is the Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, charging in with a better message for the world and the wheel. So they're working on things. Things are in the balance, but the fate of his leaving is approaching. So that was my daily temperature.
Wow. You know how I do mine? I just do 3 across and 3 down. So
I decided to do the full 13, but you go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, absolutely. I love the more information for sure. What I got was the rapid fire. The rapid fire from the people and this is probably the protesters. He's feeling it. He's feeling the heat. He's feeling the heat on that. And then the proposal, we have something for you. You know, he thinks he's got something up his sleeve. He thinks he's got something up his sleeve. But the Queen of Wands shows up with the determinating woman, the determination on that. So he thinks he's got something up his sleeve. He's still dealing with the rapid fire from the protesters and stuff like that. But the second one came in where it talks about the happy family, right? But it also has the Wheel of Fortune, like his family and the Wheel of Fortune. But what came out underneath that is the poor timing, the delay, the way down, need to adjust and rethink. So his family and his base is sitting around trying to readjust the Wheel of Fortune and the family. They're readjusting, rethinking. They're trying to come up with something else. It's like I see a Rolodex. I just got a flash of the Rolodex where they're spinning it and looking through something new. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? And then the final one is the Four of Pentacles, which is the greed and the hoarding, the miser. And then we also have the Four of Pentacles, the greed, the miser, and then the Nine of Cups, which is the overindulgence. The overindulgence in this one, see how he's drinking thing, and he has a whole bunch of wine glasses behind him. The overindulgence. And then the hoarding and the miser. And then the last one is withdraw, changing perspective, letting go, abandoning the situation. Letting go. Goodbye. We are so close of him leaving.
I know. We need this goodbye.
I know, but we're so close to this. I mean, if he keeps on with every single day thinking he's got to go, he's going to go. And every single day he thinks of that. Every single day he talks about. I also have the King of Swords that came out underneath all of that, manipulative and abuse. If you can see the words at the bottom, manipulative and abuse. So he can't manipulate his base anymore and abuse everybody. It's just not working. It's literally not working. It's not working anymore. Nothing's working for him. And that's why they're going through that Rolodex and looking for something.
The Rolodex.
Yeah. He's trying to find something that works, and nothing is working anymore. So
no, this ending has to be soon. I feel it, but when, just we need better.
Well, the energy of the end is here. It's upon us. Do you see what I mean? The energy of the end is upon us. It is just that coming around and going into fruition, into action, into physical form. So the energy of ending is here. And that's the important part to remember for everyone, that energy is absolutely here. And then it's working its way into physical form. I don't know what has to happen exactly, but I feel that it's definitely here.
It's courage. We need to have that courage.
Somebody's got to have enough courage to take them down. I agree with you. Either step up to the plate and do the right thing. Unlike the senators, when they had a chance to impeach him, none of them had the cojones to do that. I hope somebody has the cojones to take him down now. What you got?
I pull out one card for what we were talking about. Ace of Pentacles, the new path.
Yep.
The new prosperity. It's here.
It's here. It's absolutely here. So, all right, everybody.
We all want it tomorrow, but we don't always get what we want.
Spirit has always proven to us over and over again, we cannot hurry a spirit up, nor can we manipulate the path that it needs to go down. We just can't. It has to take whatever it needs. So, all right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Are you good to go, Scott?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm heading to the visitation later.
Oh, yeah.
About 3-4 hours. I'm heading to the visitation. So.
Okay.
But this is a good day to read and be with the family here, or this family prior. Yeah. So it makes it all good.
Well, now you're in high spirits and you have lots of love to go do what you got to do.
Yeah, do the whoop whoop.
All righty. Thanks, everyone. You have a wonderful Sunday.
You too. Bless you all. Thank you for being here.
Get your lawn mowed.
No lawn mowing. This is enough work.
All right, everybody.
Peace, love. See ya.